Hey guys, Rick Denham here with Wicked Lures. I'm going to show you a great way to take a fantastic product in the trout killer and turn it into a Kokanee Slayer. We're going to walk through the steps today of how I like to transform these baits and make them super effective Kokanee lures. We'll first take a look at the components necessary, and then we'll start putting those together. So what I like to do is I like to first start with my hook selection. Now, I like running the one size Gamakatsu split drop shot hooks. These have a wide gap and they're a light wire, great for kokanee fishing because you get a lot of penetration on the hook sets and you don't have to set the hook. They set the hook themselves, and I like tying these up on 20-pound Power Pro. Now, why I do this is because you get a hook that is not stationary to the main line, so this back hook dangles free, and as this takes place, a fish hits maybe the top hook, but now because you have the limberness of the Power Pro there, that back hook will swing and stick that fish right wherever it can get to. So I like calling it a soft hook rig because this back hook will swing and dangle, and then when it hooks a fish, it's going to stick them both. So now you have a better hookup ratio running two hooks. I'm running 15-pound Red Label Seaguar fluorocarbon for my leaders, and I'm running, anywhere between, early in the season it could be as long as 20 inches to all the way up to 12 to 10, 8 as we get fish that want more action on the baits. What we're doing that's going to help add a little bit of spice to these is we're taking Joel's jigs, little wiggle butts. These are the Flash Boost series of these, and these things add a lot to your Wicked lure. And as you can see here in this setup, it looks killer. So, and then I'm using a few salmon bead glow in the dark from Northland. Those are great just to add a little bit more pop, and then a rolling snap swivel so I can interchange any of the colors that I have set up. And basically, I'm just trolling this behind either a Dick Knight Dodger or some double D's and just hammering kokanee. It also works really well on trout, but this is just a great option to add a little bit more spice to these great lures. So let's take a look into how to set this up. Alright, now that we take a look at what comprises up this awesome kokanee rig, let's go ahead and start putting this thing together. So as you can see in front of me, I already have one pre-rigged, and basically what we're doing here is taking our soft hook setup, tying in our leader, we're in one small 4mm glow-in-the-dark bead, the Joel's Jig wiggle butt, one of the beads from the Wicked that comes together, the Wicked hoochie itself, another bead, and then a spinner blade. And you're tying it up to your swivel. So let's go ahead and we'll put one together. Fish on! Alright, so now that we got and know what our components are, we're going to make another one of these Wicked Lures kokanee spinners. So since I made up one here on the chartreuse side, I'm going to make a pink and purple one. Another great killer combo. Works great on trout, but kokanee love this as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to take apart your package here, which is going to leave you with your spinner and its components. Now, if I'm normally going to fish for trout, I will use this leader. Everything works great. But like I mentioned, for kokanee, I like doing it just a little different. So I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to make this into the kokanee spinner. So I'm going to take all these components, being careful to not lose any of the small beads, and we'll set that down. So what you're coming with here is you're going to have a stacked bead under the bottom, and you're going to have a spacer bead in the middle, and there's one more stacked bead up inside the hoochie and another bead on the top. So I like to just take the one stacked bead, set it off to the side. So now that I have the components all out, we're going to take our soft hooks, grab our line here. I'm going to tie in our leader. And this again is 15-pound red label Seagar. I'm going to tie my knot here real quick. And you can use any knot you want, but the real key to using fluorocarbon is that as you go to cinch down your knot here, you want to make sure you moisten it. And that's the biggest thing, because fluorocarbon creates a lot of friction and you don't want a brittle spot on your line right at the hooks. So as I get that, I moisten it up, tighten it down to the hook. Now we have our hook ready. So I will take my glow-in-the-dark bead, thread this guy on. Then I will take the spacer bead. Oh, sorry. Gotta have myself. Take the Joel's Jig wiggle butt. Slide that guy on. Now this could essentially fish itself if you really wanted it to. I'm sure it would catch fish. But that little bit of spacer in the bottom gives that flashabou right on the edge of that top hook, which looks great in the water, but also leaves enough space for that bottom back hook to stick outside the hoochie skirt. So take that, put our spacer bead from the middle of the hoochie, thread that guy down. Now I'm going to take the skirt here, and this is where you have to kind of take your time and find the hole inside of that stack bead. So we're going to try to open this up here, thread it on down, and at this point, this is where you just organize everything, kind of spin the body to get it all inside. And you can see now, as this fully sits down on the back end, the bottom spacer bead here in the middle of the hoochie sits on top of that wiggle butt. And that wiggle butt gives you another 1/2 inch of that flashabou outside of the hoochie skirt. Looks really good in the water. And the last thing, we're going to put our top bead on. Then we're going to take our spinner blade, get that all down on there. Then we got our swivel. Let's tie it in here. And we will be all set and ready to fish. And like I said, what's great about these rigs here is now that you have the double hook, you're going to be able to have a lot better landing ratio on your fish. Now, don't get me wrong, it'll fish good even for kokanee out of the package with just a single hook, but I have a lot better success running these doubles, especially the soft hook doubles. So there, as you can see, we now have 2 wicked kokanee rigs ready to go. These are going to be fishing hard this weekend on Lake Chelan and hopefully bringing back some big bagfuls of limits. So thanks for watching, guys. Rick Denham here, Wicked Lures, catching fish. Pick up some of these trout killers, give this little modification a try, and go out and start catching a whole lot more fish. Take care, guys. Fish on. Hey guys, thanks for watching today. Hope you really enjoyed this video and learned a lot. This is Rick Denham with Holy Moly Outdoors signing off. If you want to see more, please like and subscribe my channel. and take a look at the videos playing above. Lots more information and instructional videos to come. Thanks for watching, guys. Tight lines, good luck on the water. Fish on.